Love didn't break my heart.
It taught it
How to bleed without making a sound. I gave you pieces I was still trying to repair. Built you a home inside a soul full of despair. You called it forever, I called it my truth. Now I'm staring at the ceiling trying to remember my youth. You kissed every scar like you knew where they came from, then disappeared before the healing had begun. Now every empty room sounds exactly like your name, and every I'm okay feels like another lie I became. Tell me, how do you bury a memory that still wakes up breathing? How do you outrun a ghost when it's living in your feelings? You left with the sunlight, but somehow
the shadows stayed. Every promise echoes, every photograph still speaks. I smile for the world, but I cry every week. Love left me bleeding on a floor you never saw. You took the best parts of my heart and called it love. I'm still reaching for the hands that let me fall. If love was forever, why am I here? Learning how to survive without it.
everybody told me time will heal. Nobody warned me time remembers. Birthdays still hurt, songs still hurt. The places we laugh still whisper your words. I deleted your number, couldn't erase your voice. I changed my city, couldn't change my thoughts. You don't realize how loud silence is until the person you love becomes the reason you hate hearing it. I keep asking heaven, why do some people feel like home, only to become a place you can never return to?
You were the fire, I became the smoke. By the time I understood, everything was broken.
Love left me bleeding with invisible wounds.
Everybody sees me standing,
Nobody sees the truth,
I'm still breathing,
but I'm missing pieces too. Love didn't kill me, it changed everything I thought I knew. You know what hurts the most? It wasn't watching you leave, it was realizing I begged someone to stay who already decided to go. I called your phone just to hear the voicemail, not because I expected an answer, because hope can be stubborn. Some nights I replayed every argument, looking for the sentence that destroyed us. Maybe it wasn't one sentence, maybe love dies quietly. One disappointment, one misunderstanding,
one goodbye
at a time.
one goodbye
At a time.
If broken hearts could sing, the sky would never know silence. If tears could become ocean,
We would have drowned together still, somewhere beneath the shattered pieces. A heartbeat remains, you didn't just leave. You took the version of me that believed forever existed. Now I build walls with every lesson.
trust doesn't come easy,
Neither does sleep, I survived your goodbye.
but survival,
Isn't the same as living.
so I rebuild.
Even if my hands shake,
Even if my faith breaks,
even if I have to teach
my own heart,
how to beat without hearing your name.
one day,
You'll become a chapter
instead of the whole story.
and when that day comes, the man you left behind,
Won't be waiting.
he'll be someone you never recognize.
Love left me bleeding, but it couldn't steal my soul. It shattered all I knew, yet couldn't stop me growing.
Every tear, every scar, every lonely evening was proof
That even broken hearts
can keep believing. If you've ever loved someone who walked away,
tell me.
what's the hardest part of moving on? Saving things I know you'll never read. Typing your name, then deleting it before I hit send. People think healing happens all at once. Nah, healing is walking past the restaurant we loved and finally ordering without looking for your face. It's hearing our song without pulling over to cry. It's realizing the hardest person to forgive wasn't you, it was me, for loving someone who had already stopped choosing me. Yeah. You became a stranger with all my favorite memories, a voice I could recognize in a crowd of millions, but could never call home again. I kept your hoodie long after the scent disappeared.
Not because it smelled like you, because it reminded me there was a time I wasn't this cold. Funny how one goodbye can lower the temperature of an entire life.
You think I never cried?
I broke too.
I watched forever
Slipped through my hands like rain I couldn't hold.
Sometimes loving someone isn't enough to save them.
Sometimes timing becomes a villain, and two good hearts still lose the fight. I never wanted to become your pain, but I couldn't stay
and keep lying to us both. Everybody asks,
have you moved on?
What they really mean is,
have you forgotten?
no, healing isn't amnesia, it's remembering without reopening the wound. You'll always exist, just not where you used to. You went from my future to a lesson I still think and grieve at the same time. I hated love, hated the memories, hated every promise we carved into tomorrow.
I blame the stars,
I blame myself,
I blamed everybody
except the truth.
Sometimes people don't leave because you weren't enough. They leave because they're fighting battles you were never meant to carry.
That realization didn't erase the pain, but it finally stopped me from hating myself.
If I could speak to the version of you still waiting by the door, I tell you, stop measuring your worth by someone else's goodbye.
You are not the love you lost.
You are the love that survived.
One day you'll smile again,
not because you forgot me,
but because you finally
remembered yourself.
The day I stopped waiting for your footsteps, I heard my own. The day I stopped looking for your light, I found mine. Love left me bleeding, that's true, but blood means the heart never stopped beating. So I carry the scars,
Not as proof
that I was broken,
but as proof.
I loved
With everything I had, and even after losing you,
I still found the strength. The heartbreak, it's what heartbreak convinces you to believe. It tells you you'll never trust again. It tells you you'll never love the same again. It tells you that every smile has an expiration date, and for a while I believed every lie. I turned my phone off, ignored every friend, built walls so high even hope couldn't climb them. I wasn't protecting my heart, I was imprisoning it. I kept replaying the night you walked away, trying to find the exact second we stopped becoming us. Was it the silence, the distance, the conversations we never finished? Or was it the little things that I'm fine, that wasn't the maybe later that never came? The hugs that became handshakes, the kisses that became memories. I'll never die, it's all at once, it disappears. Wanna know this moment at a time, and by the time you realize it's gone,
you're standing in the ruins, wondering why you didn't hear the walls collapsing. I carry guilt like it belonged to me. Every tear you cried echoed inside my chest. I wanted to stay, I really did, but staying while falling apart would have only broken both of us. Sometimes the hardest goodbye is the one that saves two people who can no longer save each other.
you saw me leave. You never saw how many nights I drove with no destination, pulling over because your name still lived on my lips. I still remember the first time you held my hand. You looked at me like I was home, and I hated watching that home turn into a place neither of us could recognize. Love wasn't fake, it simply reached a chapter neither of us knew how to write. I kept comparing every new face to yours, not because I wanted you back, because I forgot who I was before I met you. You became such a large part of my identity that when you left I introduced myself as someone who no longer existed. People told me to find somebody else. That wasn't what I was searching for. I wasn't for the version of me that disappeared the day you packed your last goodbye. So I started rebuilding, not for revenge, not to prove you wrong, not to make you jealous. I rebuilt because I deserved to meet the man who could survive the worst day of his life and still believe tomorrow deserved another chance. Every morning I chose healing instead of hatred. Every night I chose forgiveness instead of revenge. It wasn't easy. Some days I won, some days the memories did. But progress isn't perfection. Progress is getting up one more time and you fall. Look at these scars. Everyone has your fingerprints, but they also carry mine. Because I stayed, because I thought that I believe love could conquer what communication could not. Maybe I was wrong, or maybe real love was never meant to destroy me. Maybe losing you wasn't life taking something away. Maybe it was life making room for a version of me who finally understood that self-worth cannot be borrowed from another heartbeat. So if one day our paths cross again, don't apologize, don't explain, just look into my eyes. You'll see the man who cried until he couldn't breathe, the man who questioned every prayer, the man who almost let heartbreak become his identity, but refused because love may have left me bleeding. It never took my ability to heal, it never stole my faith, it never buried my future. It only introduced me to a truth I never wanted to learn. Sometimes the person who breaks your heart also breaks open the door to the person you were always meant to become.